Guys, who's in? Who's in, guys?
Sorry, mate, it was me. I was just connecting my audio.
No worries. Should we let him in?
Not quite yet. I'm just changing my video name.
We'll let Boo and Angela in.
Sure. Okay, good to go. I reckon. Let him in.
Cool. So, Angela, will you remember to live stream this? You guys okay?
Yeah.
Evening.
Let's let him in.
Hello. Hello, guys.
Angela.
Angela, how you doing? They're just coming in now.
Yeah.
All righty. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Wish Ask Me Anything for Sunday, the 10th of October. Great to have you in. We've got a big show, as always, planned and lots of things to cover and go through. So great to have you in. We'll wait another 10, 15 seconds or so, waiting for a few more people to come in, and we'll get going. But great to see everyone in again and sharing, half an hour, 45 minutes of their Sunday evening or Sunday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, with us here at Wish and all the community of Wish. Hello, Lenka, you got your camera on.
Hi, Mikey.
Great to see you. Welcome,
I'm
welcome.
actually awake today.
Yeah, nice. Good to have Sunday in Australia.
I know.
All righty. So I might just throw around around to everyone and for everyone to say a quick hello. Boo, Paul, Angela, even you guys want to say a quick hello?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. It's going to be a great AMA. Looking forward to the rest of it. Cheers.
Hi guys, welcome aboard. Yeah, quite a few things to go through, so we may as well push on. Hi, Angela.
Yeah, let's go. G'day, Jeff. Great to see you and have your camera on, mate. Welcome. And again, welcome to everyone who's joining us for the Wish Finance Ask Me Anything. Lots to go through, as I've already said, but let's start off with making sure anyone in the room, I should mention right up front, if you've got any questions or queries for us as the founders, as the advisors, whatever you want to call us, please put them in the chat box. I'll say it right up front. This Ask Me Anything is exactly that, right? When it's Ask Me Anything, it's not necessarily me as Michael, it's all of us here at Wish. Any questions, any queries, any thoughts, any comments, anything that you've got. That's why we run these sessions, and it's to go through any questions and queries that you guys have. Of course, we tell you and share some things, but it's really important for us to be able to go through any questions you guys have. So please, if you've got anything, put them in the chat box. Myself or one of the guys will get to it and we'll read it out and we'll go to it. And remember that, yeah, it's a pretty exciting month. So lots for us to talk about. So let me start with a pretty special update. So many of you know that Shukri has this very, very special event planned and coming up. And it was scheduled to be next weekend, which was the 17th of October.
Mikey, can I ask you to either make Angela or me the host so that we can do the live stream? Actually, I might be able to do it. Hang on, let me.
You're already a host, mate.
I might be able to do
you are a host.
Okay, then I got it. Oh,
make Angela.
No, it's done, mate. It's done. It's coming on now.
Yep. Okay.
You can go. Yep. So we're about 5 seconds away from the stream.
Yeah, so I was talking about Shukri's event. So we've actually had a lot of people message us going, guys, I really want to be a part of Shukri's event on the 17th. And obviously the qualification process for that is investing $1,000. Well, you need to be part of the loyalty membership program with the Wish Finance Group. And then also purchasing at least $100 worth of Wish through to, it was the 15th of October. But as I said, we had a lot of feedback from people, or just queries from people, maybe you could put it that way, and asking us to go, guys, is there any way we can push it back a bit? I want to be a part of it, but I just need a week or so extra to get that $100 minimum, whatever the level you're at is, to qualify for Shukri's event. So, we contacted Shukri and we messaged Shukri. Can anyone message Shukri to let us know if he's coming in tonight? He was going to share a couple of things. Oh, you have. Great. And what we've decided to do, and hopefully all of you guys as the community are in line with this, in alignment with this, we're going to push his event out to the 31st of October. Which is essentially the last Sunday in October, but it gives everyone in the community that extra. Yeah, Lenka's given a thumbs up. And it just gives everyone in the community who are looking to attend that program just that extra 1 or 2 weeks to get that $100 investment in. And we did check with Shukri to say, is there going to be any drawbacks to you doing a couple of weeks later? And he said, absolutely not. There's no concerns with that at all. With the airdrop season that he's going to be talking about, there is some time to is going. So that 2-week timeline, pushing it back to the end of the month, is perfectly fine. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. And I want to say this right up front. For the people that have already invested their minimum $100, and there's been a few people that have invested a fair bit more than that, we just want to reach out to you and say thank you for committing to that early in the month. It's been extremely helpful, obviously, for Wish. But please know that the reason that we're doing this is we can allow a lot more people in the community to attend that event with Shukri. And as I said, thank you to everyone who has already their Wish. I'll be sending out another email with a bit of an update in regards to when the next qualifying date is. At this point, it's probably going to be the 28th or 29th. I need a couple of days. And here we are. Here's the man we're speaking of, Shukri. We're just talking about your event going to the 31st, mate.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'll send out another email with that date, 28th or 29th. So as I said, it gives you a couple of weeks extra to get in there. But it is still the same qualification process, right? So the process is still the same. You still need to invest in that minimum $100. All the other criteria for your loyalty membership program level needs to be obtained as well and retained. In conjunction with that, remember that this month is the month of Rocktober. We launched at the beginning of the month, and we're pretty excited about it. You've seen all the posts in the Telegram group, and that is there's a lot of things going on in the month. But in particular, for anyone who's part of that loyalty program and you purchase Wish, you will get a double airdrop. Remember that double airdrop. And Angela's been posting in the Telegram group all about that. So double airdrop of Wish, I should be saying, the Wish token. So really special, really, we want to make it a really great month and a very special month. So that's part of that. And, we'll talk a bit about Rocktober as we progress through the month and even more as we get closer to the end of the month. In conjunction with that, I'm just going to go through a few updates and logistics just to get those out of the way so we can start talking about some other things. In conjunction with the change to Shukri's event going to the 31st, the weekly market briefing, and I should ask, Alistair, Paul, how did your market briefing go? I'm talking about market briefings now. You guys have just come off that. How did it go for you guys?
Well, I think I'll go first. I mean, I learned a lot, Mikey.
Okay.
For those people who know me within the group know that I'm not a trader. And yeah, seriously, some pretty spectacular detail around, entry points and what to look for, particularly with Bitcoin, which was the main focus for the session. So no, for those people who are into trading and use those methods, then by crikey, there's some really good stuff there.
Yeah,
it's very obvious to me. So if I can learn it, anyone can.
Cheers, bro. Yeah, I thought it was good, Mike. We kept it pretty simple. We talked about some some key indicators on the Bitcoin chart that make a difference and that Bitcoin reacts to a lot, and how you can use those to make a few dollars along the way. You know?
Yeah, cool, great. So we do hope that everyone's getting value out of these briefings and the weekly sessions with the founders and the advisors. You know, we've already had that. Pretty much makes it one session from each of us over the last 4 weeks. So we're going to restart that that model again. But as I said, what I was getting to, because we've shifted Shukri's event from next week to the 31st, over the next 3 weeks, it's going to be Simon next week, then myself the week after, and then Shukri on the 31st, the last week of the month. But again, you'll get all updates on that, on who's presenting and when and all that sort of stuff. But great to hear that the session went really, really well. So Shukri, you know, we've been talking about you and your event and all that sort of stuff. One major thing that we'd like to share, and you have been a major player in this, in the thoughts and the concept in and around this, is the emission rates, if you want to call it that, of Wish and the Wish token. Obviously, when we launched, we as a group, we got some advice and thought about the Wish emissions, and we've started that and implemented that over the last, let's call it 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks. You know, you've been suggesting some things to us. So can I hand over to you and for you to just share a little bit about that?
Yeah, let's talk about DeFi now. Okay, I think you guys have to see the big picture and you guys have to see what happened. Basically, what we planned for was right, but we were just overtaken by events because DeFi now has become a big boys game. So the idea initially was to have a lot of emissions. That means the server would be printing a lot of Wish coins that could be given away. Now, this, if you see what's happening in DeFi now, is what is happening, right? Because this is a truly great DeFi autumn or whatever, because you can see a lot of protocols that are having a lot of emissions are doing very well. So then you ask what's happening here. Of course, if you reduce the emissions, that means less coins are printed, then naturally you should have, because you know there are less tokens in the market, the upward pressure on the tokens would increase. So what happened here, that we suddenly have a DeFi autumn where there's a lot of protocols are having a lot of emissions are going up and which is not going up. I can tell you why. It is because the big boys have come into the game now. Okay, there's a lot of institutional money here. I think if you were in the DeFi staking class that we do for free, I have told you about this, right? I have warned you, and you know, you look at protocols like Abracadabra, of all things, like Olympus, they got 1000%, and their tokens are going up because they basically have institutional support. So DeFi now is in a race where it wants to attract institutional support. It has institutional support, and hence the rewards are being increased while the tokens also increase. But this is bad for the small DeFi players because, you know, crypto is a very small space. There's only about 2 trillion in crypto, which is small. So money goes from one place to another. And so us being a small protocol, we now have to work on reducing the emission rate, and with that, and the less tokens you have in the market, it should be adjusted by a higher price. Now, a lot of you will say, "Oh, what happens then to the amount we give the charities?" Yes, in a sense, you have less coins, but if the coins go double in price, you'd have the same, and that's essentially what we're doing because you know, as you know, competing against the big boys is a bad thing to do. We just do not have the funds to do that. And I know this because one of the big boys is, of course, from Cornell University. And look, this is a university, right? But they have an institute doing blockchain. They have an Institute of Technology in New York. Guys, these are well-funded people. So, you know, we, the small fish, now have to go on another strategy so that there's longevity in Wish. So was the strategy correct in the beginning? Yeah. Pretty much so. But the big boys came in, and you know, you can't say, hey, stop it. So, and that's the thing that happened. So if you see last time what happened was, I'm just to tell you its history of what's happening now, right? So it affects us as DeFi players, but the thing is, the small players like us, if you had more knowledge, because I do NFTs also, guess what? when the small players like us don't do it, we run away to NFTs because now you see the NFTs are rocking, right? And that's what the small boys do. They run away to NFTs. And what do you think will happen next? When the big boys come to NFTs, guess what? Same thing's gonna happen. And then we're gonna go games. Okay, that's just the nature of the crypto market, guys. I've seen this too many times. Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Shukri, and appreciate the update. And please understand, guys, we take a lot of advice from Shukri. Obviously, he has immense crypto experience, staking experience, emissions experience, all that sort of stuff. And when he shared this with us, it's been a while that we've been talking about this, and it's now at a point where it's really important for us to have the longevity of the project in mind as well. We always have had longevity in mind, but you always have to be adaptable, right? And I think that's what Shukri's sort of getting to in underlying sort of point of view. When the market conditions changes,
yes, we have to change.
Yeah, no, please go ahead.
Yeah, Lenka last week asked me a very question, right? So if there's more people going into the protocol, then the APY is supposed to go down, right? I said, yes, of course, it's obvious. And you know what? I was like shooting myself in the foot because I saw later, hey, there's more money coming in, institutional money coming in, and the APY goes up. Go figure that out. That is what happens in DeFi, guys. There's the rich and the poor. And so this is what the adjustment is all about. And I think there's a lot that not only this, but this wish lowering of emissions comes with a lot of different programs that I think Mikey will slowly reveal in the coming weeks.
Yeah, we will. Segue, because, and that wasn't planned, by the way, we have been, in the background, we've been working on a lot of, let's call it marketing strategies, campaigns, all sorts of things, in Twitter, in social media, all that sort of stuff. And recently Simon has been in contact with something very, very special. And this is what I alluded to in the message I put into the Telegram group today. We have something extremely exciting to share with you guys from a marketing point of view, from a branding point of view, and just from an audience point of view. And that is, and Simon's going to be in next week to give us the full details, but I want to give you a little bit of a snippet in regards to what it is. And that's a pretty big hitting and a pretty big player, and that's Fox. So we are in negotiations with a group that are going to be branding us and or advertising us with us, doing an interview with them on the Fox group on US TV. So that will allow us to have a massive audience and exposure to the US audience, but and there's a lot more to come from that as well. It's just a little bit of a snippet and a sneak peek, and the other guys can share a little bit more about that as well, if need be. But it's really, really exciting and something that we've been working on, and in particular Simon's been working on, and Paul's been supporting Simon in regards to that as well. And what we're doing with it is really, really exciting and something that will allow us to get huge exposure to the market. And it is a crypto specific audience. So it's not just Fox as general, even though that's great in and of itself, but it also is a crypto specific, which is what we need to be branding in and branding under. So we can't wait for that. We will reveal and launch a little bit more of that and the information on that as Simon finalizes the contract, which he's doing pretty much as we speak over the next couple of days. So it's going to be pretty exciting. And with that in mind, Paul, maybe I'll throw to you now in regards to, obviously it's been an interesting week for us in the world of Wish. Not just because of obviously all the great things that have been happening. We had a pretty challenging evening on a Thursday night for Australia time, but Thursday wherever you were in the world. Mate, can you share a little bit about with the community about what happened and what we're thinking of and what we're doing?
Yeah, look, I can. I think in part of doing that, Mike, I'm going to touch a little bit on the stuff that both you and Shukri have just talked about, right? So I'm sure many of you have gone to BSCscan and had a look at the wallet that dumped us the other day. It looks like it bought on the open, that it got some coins pretty cheap and some coins at a reasonable price. And what it did then was it added BNB to those coins and it staked them into the farm. And it's got massive returns from the farm. And then on Thursday night, one of the 2 nights, I think it was Wednesday night, could be wrong. We woke up and saw that they had dumped a huge number of our coins and basically halved our price. And that the majority of the coins that they sold, we'd actually given to them through the staking process. Actually, they weren't a big buyer of Wish. They just done a really good job of staking them and getting a really high return on them. And look, as you guys know, there's a few accusations flying around our Telegram group about, you know, who the guy is. What I can tell you is that if he's a crypto trader with $4 million worth of BNB in one of his accounts, he's a guy that's really clever and really good. Now, we tried to do a small local launch for our friends and family, and it's clear to us now that some crypto experts got in there, they bought it up, and they've been dumping on us. Now, we'll have another look through the wallets, but we don't think there's many left to dump on us. We think that we've got left the good, loyal people. And we need to see if we can do something to stop people from spending enough money to buy a small amount of Wish, having it snake to a massive amount of Wish, and then dumping it on us. It just doesn't work for us. And look, again, we've had a look through the wallet. Mikey's had a look, Simon's had a look, Boo's had a look. But on Monday, we'll have Josiah go back through the book. He's really our sort of this kind of thing expert. He'll go back through the wallets and he'll have a really good look and make sure that everything is legitimate and what happened. And I do want to say this right, that when you use terms like dumping, it's a bit emotive, but really this guy did exactly what Shukri tells us he would do. He bought a new launch, he staked it, he got as many coins as he can, he saw price go up last week and he thought, get the cash, I'm out here, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? People are allowed to do that. It's not very helpful to us, it's not very helpful to the charities, but actually we are a DeFi project and not just a charity project. People are allowed to make money from us doing that kind of stuff, right? So still we have a couple of things that we feel we need to do. And I think importantly for us, we found in the last week that the marketing we'd done had stabilized the price. That we'd pulled it back from 36, 37 cents. We got it up above 50 cents. We were in the high 40s when this happened, and we had some more stuff due reasonably soon. We were pretty comfortable we were going to stabilize the price and move forward. But we've seen this guy come and do this, and we're aware that we're vulnerable to it. So the plan is, as Shukri said, is that there's things they call emissions, right? When we start, we had 100,000 coins. And every week we mint some extra coins. What we do with those coins is we do 3 things with them. We give them to you guys as staking rewards, is what happens to most of them. 10% of that comes to us to manage the coin, and 10% of that goes to the charities. So what we're planning on doing is reducing the amount of coins that we give out every week for staking, and by about 25%. And when we do that, or initially by about 25%, what that will mean is there'll be less coins for you guys for rewards, and your staking rewards will drop. But what it also will mean is that at the moment, we're getting a lot of staked coins being sold, and it's dropping the price down. So by reducing the staking rewards, that gives them less coins to sell. And look, with our wonderful loyalty program and all the people in there that are committed to buying, the buying will outnumber the selling considerably. So we expect, as we drop the emissions, that in reality, we've got to the point for our long-term people, our existing people, that the emissions aren't as important as the coin price. They're not as important for our long-term people. They're not as important for the charity, and they're not as important to us. The coin price is becoming really important. So what we're going to spend a week consulting with you guys on is the fact that we're looking to reduce our emissions, and that we're going to print less coins, which means the staking rewards are going to fall. But because the staking rewards are going to fall, there'll be less Wish coins being sold from staking, and we'll have more guys buying, and we'll start an upward momentum and a move up. And that's our plan in this. Now, as part of that, as Mikey said, I think this afternoon, Simon's going to sign the contract with the Fox News deal. That's got 90 million viewers. It'll be one of the biggest crypto spaces around. We're going to be on an interview in there, but it'll be recorded. And that'll happen in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So what we're expecting to do, and my understanding, please, Mikey, Boo, if I've got this wrong on the timing for your understanding, please just jump in. Shukri, just jump in. But what we're looking to do here is we're going to speak to you guys for a week about the emissions. Our plan is to cut the emissions possibly next weekend, earlier the week after. And we're then going to try and get you guys to do your membership buying, your loyalty buying. We're going to push the price up so that when we go on Fox News, we've got a chart that's going this way instead of this way. Because in reality, it's going to be hard to bring buyers in while our chart's doing that, right? So we're going to try and change that. Then we're going to do the Fox News thing. We're going to try and bring some buyers in, and we're going to try and turn this thing around quite quickly. But we are looking for your input as we go through this week as to whether you're okay with this. We think that, and look, I was definitely a massive advocate for the missions that we came up with, and that us having enough coin to give to charities. I think inside this model, we'll probably slightly reduce the amount of coins that we emit to the charities as guarantee coins, and we will do a bit more discretionary coins, so that when price is falling, we won't give away discretionary coins, and when price is going up, we can give more to charity. Us selling extra coins at the moment to charities, more the down pressure. So we're going to try and relieve some of the selling. Look, we've got a lot of money coming in every month from people who are committed to buying a coin. And look, their loyalty is huge, and we need to use that to get all of us back to a coin price. Boo's going to do the charity update, I think, in a minute. Mike, did I get that right?
Sorry, I had myself muted. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, you did. And talking about that, Paul, I mean, what the guy did, just to clear any doubt among you guys or any iota of doubt that you had, is something that I would do also. Okay, I buy a lot. Okay, I'm assuming I'm a clever guy, which I am. Okay, so I buy a lot. I have this big DeFi portfolio. I see Wish going down. I'm stuck, right? I'm stuck. I buy, what was it, 40 grand? Okay, but I see on the other side, hey, they got like, okay, just give you abracadabra. They have high returns, but their coin is going up, but I can't get out. I'm stuck. I then see at a point that Wish goes up, I'm break even. What do? I think it's obvious, right? I'm going to sell. I'm going to move my LP to another farm. That's all it is, guys. You just got to think into those terms. I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories in the group. It's not true. I assure you, it's not true. This is what I would do.
There's a big difference, isn't there, between a lot of our people who only own one coin, right?
Yeah.
They opened a wallet, they bought Wish, and they've got one coin. And they're in there to help charities, and they're going to hold, and they're going to be with us for life, like we're going to be with it for life, right? Compared to a guy with $4 million worth of BNB in his wallet, right?
Yes,
he is not that guy. He's in here to make money. This is how he makes his living, right? And you can't attack guys to make his living, right? That's exactly right. If you didn't know the people and the cause, you'll do the same thing.
I would do the same thing. And if you guys came to the staking course, what did I say in the beginning? I said, you create an LP and you move it around, right? If you guys remember, this is what the guy did exactly but I didn't know this guy existed. But what I was trying to say that any smart guy in DeFi just creates an LP account. And even for me, my responsibility is to move that LP account around. If I don't get a return, I'm break even, I'm gone, guys. Seriously, I'm just like gone somewhere else. That's all it is. That's it.
Cool. And look, we've got a clear plan to deal with it. Two-part plan. We're going to deal with the tokenomics. We're going to deal with the marketing. We've got a clear plan, right? And we're ready to go. And look, for me, and look, it's different for everybody, but I actually feel, you wake up in the morning, you see our price is halved, and you gut it, right? But I look at it and I go, we've got so many people committed to buying Wish every month that if we can control what's being sold, we will go on a run up and a decent run up. And that is the future for us. And we just got to focus on that. And the past is the past. We've got to move forward. But we will consult more in the groups. We will ask you more about this as we go forward. Back to you, Mikey.
Cool. Thanks, mate. And thanks, for those insights. It's really important from our point of view to be able to share that with you guys. Thanks, Shukri, for your comments and your honesty. In the sense of you would do the same if you had an opportunity elsewhere. So that's really, really transparent and really open and honest from our point of view. Alrighty, let's move into a little bit more of why Wish is here. Let's talk a little bit about our charities and our good causes and our worthy causes. Obviously, guys, I always want to remind you, that's why we're here. We're here to provide as much as we can to those people in need, wherever they are in the world, whenever they need that assistance and that support. And I, again, want to encourage you. I'm going to be, and I hope it's okay I say this, I'm going to be a little direct to the community. We need your support. We need your help. in particular to bring on more charities. We really want to reach out to you, and we really want to ask you guys for support here. It's one of the biggest and best things that you can do for Wish, for the organization, but in particular for those charities all around the world. We need your help and support to find them, and not only find them, but encourage them to post a video onto Facebook and get them in the voting system, get them in the voting mechanism, because that's the only way we can continue to provide charity and support to all the different people around the world that need it. So again, I reach out to you, and I know this is something that we talk about every week within the founders and the advisors. We really need to find a way to get those up and running in a lot more volume, if you want to call it that. So with that in mind, I'm going to hand over to Alistair, mate. Can you give us a bit of an update of where we're at with the charities and what we're doing with them?
Absolutely. Yes, thanks, Mikey. And one thing I'd like to say is, I mean, there've been several lengthy meetings amongst the founders and advisors over the past week, and particularly since the halving of the Wish price on Thursday night or Wednesday night, whatever it is. I apologise too, I'm in lockdown, so every day's Sunday. But the one thing that has been unwavering in all of those discussions is the reason why we're here, and that is to support these charities and good causes. We are going to have an opportunity as a group to discuss the tokenomics. You know, Shukri's made it very clear that it's just not working in the current environment. We need to perhaps pivot. It obviously has effect on the shape of the project and the shape of the way in which we can give coins, and all of these things we're going to be considering over the next week, and hopefully off a lot of feedback from our guys, particularly those guys in the loyalty program. But in the interim, while we're absorbing all of this and looking to make some structural changes, we will be having basically a week off. So as far as the charity situation is concerned, and by a week off, it doesn't mean that charities are going to miss out. It just means that we are going to have our next voting session at the end of the month rather than in 2 weeks' time. Just to give us a little bit more leeway to get the structure of our project in the best shape possible. So this next vesting period, if you like, is going to be 3 weeks rather than the ordinary fortnight. So I just thought I'd make that announcement here tonight. But of course, we have just received all the votes from our previous round, in which Michelle Yoga from the Yayasan Team Action Ahmed and Tony Thompson from the Bali tribe were both selected. And once again, thank you very much to our loyalty program members who've taken the time out to vote. And the results are very, very tight this week. In fact, we have a total of 55.7% for Michelle and 44.3% for Tony. So virtually almost 50-50, which I think is a great result for both of those charities who are doing an enormous amount of good in Bali. So once again, thank you guys for taking the time out to vote. It's really important that we get direction as to how these funds are best spent. And I can't think of a better way than having you guys make that decision on behalf of the whole project. So back to you, Mikey, with that news. And Angela will, she'll post an update for those people who weren't part of the AMA. That will be posted in Telegram tomorrow. Back to you, Mikey.
Yeah, thank you, Alistair. Appreciate the update. And yeah, great to see that, those guys in Bali, in particular, Michelle and Tony are going to get some more funds coming their way. So that's great for everyone over there in Bali. Let me just check. Have there been any questions, guys? I'm not looking through the chat box just because I'm tracking a few things. Any questions or queries? No, all okay.
Sorry, Mike, I was just coming from CHT and I was at over now. I think he was talking about the last charity run, which we did the vote last week and we're allocating
Oh,
this
yes.
week. And the next charity run starts tomorrow and goes through to the 31st of October, right, Boo?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, sorry, CH Chen, if you didn't get an opportunity to vote. Yeah, the cutoff was midnight last night, Singapore time. So definitely get involved in the next round. All of the voting forms come out via email. So if, please check your emails. We're trying to keep that within the group via email rather than promoting it so that we don't get spammed. So yes, please check your emails, the emails that you've joined the loyalty program with. Thanks, guys.
Cool, thank you, and thanks for all the the interaction in the Telegram group. Boo just touched on the Telegram group. It's great. It's great to see a few more people in there and interacting with each other. Even though there's some challenging questions in there sometimes, and that's okay. That's a part of having social media. And I really appreciate all the moderators and community guys and as help that are providing some feedback. Jeff, I can see you're one of those guys, so thank you to everyone who's doing that. Steve, Shane, you guys are a huge help to us, so thank you for doing that. And Angela as well. Angela's posting in a lot of stuff in there for us, so appreciate all the help. Alrighty, speaking of, hello Angela. I'm gonna, so there's no other questions. I know I asked that, but I just want to double check before we get into the draws and all that sort of stuff. No other questions, so that's all good. Hi Angela, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Hi, Michael. I'm good. How are
That's
you?
good. Yeah, very well, thank you. So it's that time. It's that time of the Ask Me Anything where people can potentially win some wish. So let me, as I always do, I like to ask this question: who wants to win some wish? There's lots of different ways that you can win some wish at the moment. And in particular, all the programs, all the ways that we're doing it. I'm actually bringing up my chat box now. Because I want to see who's putting in. Who wants to win some wish? Only one, Chen. You're the only one. So if there's only one vote, I reckon we just give it to Chen. Should we do that? Because Chen's the only one who's answering. Oh, now here we go. Now we're getting a few more people.
Now we need to fill of names.
When he wants some, when he wants some.
That's better. Some interaction. It's
All
great,
right.
and really appreciate it. So Angela, I'll hand over to you. I know you've got a couple of different draws and what to do. So I'll leave it to you.
All righty. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So these are the participants that are in our AMA today. So it's Lenka, Evelyn, Gobind, Pak, Weng, Paresh, Sunfa, Winnie, Yeezy, Jeff, Siok, and CH Chen. So as promised on our Telegram group, those who will attend our AMA today will have a chance to win 100 wish coins. So should I click spin?
Yes, please.
All righty. All right, so congratulations,
Paresh, awesome. I think that's brilliant. First time you've won, I think, Paresh, or at least the first time I've seen you win. So great to have you in. Now we need to ask. Yep, there he is. He's already answered, so that's good. So first time that you won, and I want to reach out to Paresh and just let everyone know he's a massive supporter of Wish. Everything that you do for us, Paresh, we want to say a huge thank you. You're a very high level up in the Wish loyalty program, and everything that you do month in, month out since we've launched. Just want to express our appreciation for all of that, and for everyone else, of course. But congrats, mate. Well done. Back to you, Angela.
Okay, so our last draw for the airdrop would be the 200 airdrop. So this is for our Telegram group. So all who send a message or interact through our Telegram group from October 6th up to today, 12 p.m. Singapore. So I recorded everything, all of their chats. So here, I'll just share my screen. So the top one, or the winner, sent a total of 93 messages on our Telegram group from October until today, 12 p.m. And the second one, 25, third one, 4, fourth one is 3, and 5-1 is 3 as well. So the winner of the 200 wish coin is Gian Luca. So it's Gian. I don't know if he's here, but we can announce this in the Telegram group.
Okay.
Yeah, Gian. These are the tally of, I will send it to you later, guys, so you have a copy.
Okay.
Alrighty. I think that's it for me. And-
Alrighty. Yeah, no. And you were going to say end?
Yep.
No, you're done? Okay, cool. Thank you for that, Angela. Great to see. And congratulations again. So there was a question. I'm just going back up. So Evelyn, you asked the question in regards to the double airdrop for October. So that's part of our very special promotion called Rocktober. You know, it's a special sort of thing that happens in Europe, but we thought, well, why not? We'll extend it to everyone within the world of Wish. And it's part of that Rocktober promotion that we're having. And essentially what it means is if you're part of the loyalty program, the loyalty membership program within the world of Wish, and you qualify at whatever level that you are, and you purchase Wish, you provide us with the details of that, which, you know, you'll email back to me. I'm sending out those emails, and you can provide the details of your transaction ID or your transaction hash, and then we will essentially double the airdrop that you normally would have got as part of that program. At whichever level you qualify at. So let's say, I'll give you an example, for the Wish Legends, which is the brand new level that we added just a couple of weeks ago or even a week ago, where you would get 150 bonus Wish airdrop to you for the month of October/Rocktober. You would actually get 300 free Wish airdrop to you, which we'll do it'll happen in November, obviously, once at the end of the month has happened. But you know, we're tracking all of that, and you will get your free airdrop of Wish. So it essentially doubles what you earn for the month. So hopefully that answers your question, Evelyn. So yeah, hopefully that helps. All righty. So we're pretty close to the end of this Ask Me Anything. Now, if I've missed any questions, please feel free to re-enter the questions in the questions box right now. I didn't have my chat box open before, so forgive me for that. I was looking at the other guys to answer those questions. But if there is something that I've missed and or something that you want to ask, I'll reopen it up to the group, and please let us know any questions, you know, whether that's for me or any of the other guys. And Jeff, yeah, I'm gonna ask Jeff. I'm gonna put you on the spot, mate. Hey, g'day, Jeff. How are you? How's it all going in the Telegram group? I mean, I know you're very, very active. Any thoughts, feedback on the Telegram group?
No, I think it's going well. It's good to see a little bit more input from everybody. I think everybody's a bit shy and tends to lurk in these groups somewhat, but nobody's going to bite you. We try and keep it as polite as possible between the participants and ourselves. I've not had much of a cause to bang anybody's heads together just yet as a moderator, which is great. So more of it. Yes, please, as much engagement as possible. We like talking to people.
Yeah,
That's a
brilliant.
question.
Can someone mute that? Yeah, cool. Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate your input and your support, as I was saying earlier. Paresh, I'm just seeing a comment from you. Airdrop 1, please add to charity. Can you give me some clarity? Are you saying you want to donate your airdrop to charity? I think, yeah. Before I presume that's what you're saying. You are saying that. Oh, Paresh, thank you so much. I don't know if anyone can see that, but Paresh has literally just said the airdrop that he just won from the wheel, the spin, he wants to donate it. Now I'm going to ask you then, Paresh, which charity would you like to donate it to? If you want to donate that whole amount, is there a particular one that you want to donate it to, or you know, whether that's the guys in Bali, whether it's Tony or Michelle? Chen Foundation. Okay, Chen, you're can you give us send us those details across, Chen, and we'll happily donate to you, mate.
Yeah, do a video and put it on the Facebook page, Chen.
Paresh is saying to split it. So Angela and or Alistair, could you just please make a note of that? Paresh, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. So if we can donate 50 Wish coins each to Michelle and Tony on behalf of Paresh, that's a very, very kind gesture. And thank you so much to Paresh for doing that. All righty. So guys, we're pretty much it. Is there anything else? I'll hand back to the other guys before we finish up. Is there anything else you guys want to share or finish off with before we sign out tonight?
It was nice to hear a bit of a laugh from Dale on the chin stuff to end this week. It's been a tough week, and if we can still have a laugh and a smile, we'll be back, we'll be better. I really encourage you guys, we've got a really clear plan. We're going to put it to you guys in the Telegram group, and, vote for what you think is best. But, give us some feedback and let us build this community into what we want to build it into.
Yeah, thanks. Shukri, Alistair, any final thoughts, comments? You can just say goodbye if you like as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
NFTs are rocking.
NFTs are rocking. Okay. maybe we'll do a session on NFTs in one of the weekly,
because
weekly things as well.
We have the worst buyer of Wish. Guys, don't feel bad. This guy bought Wish at 10, and he always comes to the group. I bought Wish at 10, but he made 46,000 on NFTs this week.
There you go.
He got his wish. He got his wish.
Nice.
He
Nice.
only bought about 100 Wish at $10 as well, didn't he? He didn't buy a lot of them, so he's lost a little bit on Wish, and he has smashed it on the NFTs. Let's hope we continue to find our people more ways. Come to the sessions on Sundays. Learn from Simon, learn from Mikey, learn from Shukri, and find other ways to make some money, as well as making some money out of Wish.
Yeah, cool. All righty, guys. Thank you very much for again being part of the Wish AMA. As always, we really, truly appreciate your support, your ongoing commitment to the group. But in particular, as we always say before we finish off, remember why we're here. We're here for those charities. We're here for those good causes. And please always keep that close to your heart, because we were all working hard, and the community is there for us as well to continue to support those people who need it the most. And that's those charities and worthy causes and good causes. So guys, for another week, we'll say thank you and goodbye. We wish you well. Have an awesome week, and we will talk to you all throughout the week and see you again next Sunday. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.